What's up, fellas?
Hey,
Jim, this is a crazy full circle moment.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little weird.
Well, hopefully you feel safe with me. This is a
Of
safe
course
space.
I feel, but it's
a
just
safe
it's
space.
very awkward.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna embrace it.
Well, we are.
Can you
I
explain?
appreciate.
Can you explain that reason?
Of course. So Jim was one of the original founding visionaries of the Making Chips podcast in 2014, before podcasting was really even popular at all.
I will just correct you to say Jason would probably say he was the brainstorm behind it, but that's okay.
But you made it happen.
I put all the work and the blood, sweat, and tears.
You made it happen, and it became a very successful brand, iconic in the industry. Everyone knows about it.
Thanks.
And then you decided to go off, make My True Position, which is a fantastic podcast I listen to regularly.
Thank you.
Jason, unfortunately, had a very serious health issue, heart attack,
he did.
All the fallouts of that. Yeah.
He's good. I talked to him last week.
Good. Yeah, I know he was going like a few months ago, he was going hiking, right?
I did not know that, but...
Yeah, so he has an incredible spirit and just going to persevere through any life challenge, he and his wife. So
that's awesome.
And then,
who else do we have here?
We have, the whole reason we're here is we're at the EBITDA Growth Systems Double Year Value Planning event, which I think I've been to now, 3 or 4 times?
This is the fourth one, Paul.
Fourth one.
You're counting.
Usually in Golden, Colorado, but this time in, is it Mebane?
Mebane,
excuse me. Sorry.
Mebane, North
Carolina at the Sandvik Coromant. Incredible facility.
It's really cool.
Got the tour today. I was blown away. I'm really bummed they don't allow cameras.
So letting you know, when you came the first time, we had 42 people. The first event.
Yep.
And you're calling clients, a pro shop, say, hey,
please,
do you want to come? I'm coming to this thing. And we had a big pro shop picture and everything. And we're calling clients.
Yeah.
And 42 people we had the first one.
At the climbing museum?
No, that was the second one. That was just upstairs, remember? And it got really hot.
Really hot.
Our museum was second. We had 60, and we had 80 last year. And between both, we'll have about 130 this year.
It's awesome.
Damn.
It's awesome.
Wow. So
and then
really cool.
We have Zach Overton here, friend of the industry, making chips, certainly EGS.
Happy to be here.
We've hung out at many events.
We've had bison or buffalo tours in
that's
Colorado.
We coincidentally ran across each other
after an EGS event.
So, and at a was it the MT forecast? No, it was the MFG meeting.
Yeah.
Yep. You were our photographer for getting some new photography.
That was my first paid gig. I think I made one of you give me $5 so I could call myself a professional photographer now. So I've been paid. So
you are a very high quality photographer. I've seen your work.
I luck into a few pictures.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's fun though.
Yeah, my wife and I went to this sort of buffalo range thing, and there's this SUV with a lens that's like at least 4 feet long sticking out of the window, and I'm like, wow, that guy's serious. And I drove by in a sack.
It at least makes me look legitimate, even if I'm not. So that's the main thing. It's all about perception.
You take nice photographs, the proof's in the pudding.
Helps.
Manufacturers, what is your biggest headache? Is it measuring improving profitability? Gaining efficiencies with AI and automation, maybe tightening up your cybersecurity, maybe getting your business ready to sell. At CLA, their goal is to know you and help you with challenges like these and more. Every day, CLA helps manufacturers tap into millions in revenue and cost savings, like one manufacturer that boosted capacity and revenues by 15 to 20%. Visit CLAconnect.com to hear real success stories and learn how you can grow your top and bottom line.
So I have to tell you something.
Yes, sir.
So I'm sitting in the Sandvik Coromant conference today, listening to everyone talk, and I'm like, I know I've been there before, and I've been there with Jason, and I searched my emails because at the time Sean Holt, H-O-L-T, was the president of Sandvik Coromant, and Jason and I were there in Mebane North Carolina, 9.5 years ago, interviewing
Wow.
Sean Holt on Making Chips.
Yeah,
9.5 years ago.
Figure
So
out
that's
which
what I wanted
episode
to
number
tell you.
that is.
What's that?
You got to figure out which episode number that is. I will figure that out. Well,
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I probably
That
one
is
of the
cool.
Well, 9.5 was May of 2016.
Yikes.
May of 2016.
When I was at your facility a couple weeks ago, you're like, wait a minute, I've been there.
I know I've been
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah, I didn't need to do the tour today. I've been through there. It's a beautiful facility. They really do a great job.
They do. It's
know,
really cool.
one thing that I was just so kind of mind blown about is when you have these indexable helical drills that are through coolant.
Mm-hmm.
I always didn't know how they got the helical holes all the way through them. And they showed a video where they take a blank with two straight holes, and then they grab both ends, heated, and then they freaking twist the
That's
thing
right.
until it gets the helix.
The manufacturing process.
Yeah, the manufacturing process.
Okay.
I was like,
yes.
wow.
We were in.
That's how they get
super cool.
the coolant through.
The
right?
coolant through in these helical indexable
Their
drills.
team actually asked Mike and I to go on a VIP tour in Gimo, Sweden, and Sandviken, and where they do this.
Oh, that's fun.
And so we actually saw them grab these things and twist them robotically. They were making those through coolant drills. It was the coolest thing ever. And I don't know if I have ever seen such excited employees. When you talk about employees, they're like all in.
Right.
And they have their name on some of the Sandvik patents and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this company they're just all in, man.
Yeah.
They're all in.
Cool
It's really
company.
cool.
Yeah. So we are here at your event, Mike.
Mike's
Okay.
business partner,
Got it.
Dave.
More than a couple beers. So you've done this now 4 years, double your value planning event.
Yes.
And most companies don't put in enough intentionality into planning their future. So maybe just talk a little bit about why you created this event, what the goal of it is, and then how it ties in with your brand promise and what you're all about at EBITDA Growth Systems.
Okay, do this without being salesy, because if I'm talking, I want to be salesy. So I owned a company a long time ago. You know it's true, right, Jim? Right? So I have to work for this. So I owned a company prior to EBITDA Growth Systems, and me and my business partner would go to a business planning event.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go, and it was so much pre-work. And we'd get there, and it was 2 days and rifling through stuff, and it was a book about 3 inches thick. And then we'd get back to the office, we'd throw the book on the shelf, and man, here we go, business as usual. And I'd be like, my business partner, a good man, worked really hard, very good at his craft, but wouldn't really dive into the business plan. So it was a thing we did. And so when I got with Mike and I became a partner at EBITDA Growth Systems, I said, Mike, people don't do good business planning. I said, we coach, but we need to circle people up once a year to really build a plan, look at their end goals, and try to build a really good plan. How can you write some really good content around driving people to actionable data instead of just giving somebody a list of things to do? It's because these businesses need a little help, a little guidance, and a program that they can bring back and then their coach can use on a month-over-month basis.
Sure.
And also, I was like, we have clients all over the country. We want to see them.
Yeah,
and so getting everybody together in a room, and I said, we have partners, whether it's companies and it's people. I mean, shoot, you and I have worked together, worked beside each other, and been partners for a long time. We just get everybody in a room, and it's kind of a family thing. So how do we do that and do it well? And I said, our brand promise is we guarantee to double the value of your company in 3 years.
Yeah.
So let's call it the annual Double Your Value event. It's like, I feel salesy, but it's kind of
It's a little salesy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You got to get people's attention.
It's a marketing initiative.
But if you don't get people's attention, they don't mean anything. And we do well at it, right? That's kind of how it came to be. But it was all about how do we facilitate growth amongst small to medium-sized businesses.
All right.
So fantastic, and we have fantastic people coming and going. See you guys, and
we are at the happy hour. Yeah, we didn't actually say that. We're at the happy hour. Some people maybe watching the video could tell. There's lights. Thank God there's heaters above us because we're outside. In November.
It's funny. It's our event, and I'm like, hey, would have been nice to get the memo that this was outside. And I'll be like, yeah, it would have been.
The roof cost extra.
The roof cost extra.
Yeah,
it's a little extra. But I mean, back to EGS and the event, we love getting people together, and probably the best part of this event is seeing shops talk to one another. We teach. Mike and I
Absolutely.
pour our heart out. We do everything we can. We try to bring people up on what we're thinking. But I'll never forget sitting at the table with Jim.
Yeah.
The first year, we had 7 or 8 inches of snow outside, remember?
I do.
I do remember that, yeah.
And the happy hour was supposed to close like at 7:30. And this is like 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, it was right across the street from your
Right
place,
across
right?
the
Yeah,
street.
yeah, yeah.
Across.
And everybody was sitting in that room, and they're like, well, we better go. And it's like, no, we'll stay. This is awesome. So everybody was sticking, and nobody left till like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
It was awesome.
But I was watching Jim talk to another company, just picking your brains, going back and forth. We were sitting at a table by the window,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody just chatting and say, hey, what's going on? And they were sharing different stories, and hey, I dealt with this, and you dealt with that. And that's kind of what the event's about. We teach a little. We teach a lot.
Yeah, of course.
But we share the experiences. But the magic is when one shop can come and talk to another shop and say, yeah, that's a struggle I deal with. How do you deal with that? Because this is a big industry full of small shops, and it's a lot more powerful when we do this together instead of just on an island. And it's nice to know other shops struggle with the same thing we do.
We all struggle with the
Right.
same thing. I mean, it might go through ebbs and flows, but this month it's this problem, next month it's the next problem. But yes, through that association,
Right.
we can definitely kind of figure it out together. There's no question about that at all.
Yeah, well, one of the exercises today was get in some groups with the tables next to you and talk about the potential obstacles to growing. 30. If you were going to target 30% growth, what is the likelihood and severity, probability and severity of
Criticality. And probability.
There you go.
There you
Very
go.
precise.
I remember. Yes.
Look at that. Look at
I'm
you,
good
Jim.
at
And
We had a great
articulation.
table.
Yes,
That's what
we
it
did
was.
have a good.
Yes.
Well, it's Zach there, so there you go.
And
It was the
and then everyone
pre-mortem.
the pre-mortem. Yep.
Yeah.
And then they all shared. They're going to compile it. And I was telling Mike he's going to take a picture of the white paper, the board, put it in ChatGPT, and it'll turn it into a spreadsheet for you.
So he's going to have me do that.
He's going to have you do
He had
that.
a hard time
Yeah.
spelling ChatGPT. He's like,
No,
I
he
don't
had
do
a hard time saying it.
Yeah, but he's like, I don't do that AI stuff. I don't want to know anything about me. I'm like, there, I know about you, bro.
Yeah, and people definitely appreciated just talking with each other, and each company might put a different level of criticality or probability on certain events, but yeah, that peer collaboration is just so critical.
I love the ability to get with people and make them think in their companies. This is my goal. This is what we're going to do. What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What could go wrong to keep that from happening? And thinking about that at the very front end of something and building something to keep that from happening. It causes us to think about problems before they ever get here and address them before they could ever happen. And oftentimes we're so darn busy that we never do that.
Mm-hmm.
We just fix the problem.
Absolutely. It's just tyranny of the urgent. You're just there working on fires.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Zach, what was maybe some of your takeaways from today? And have you done this event before? I don't recall.
The first year actually sounded fantastic. I wasn't invited yet. This is my third year now, so I don't know if maybe just didn't make the cut the first year or what it was, but I have been allowed 3 years. This is my third year now. But no,
we were just trying you out. We weren't really sure we wanted you part of the group yet.
He says I slow played, working with EGS. I think it was the other way around. He was trying to test me out to see if I was worth it. So I've passed the bar 3 years now. So
clearly you are. Yes.
For now, we'll see where it goes. But this event is a lot like some of the other association work that we do. It's all about the networking part. But what I think is different here is there's a more work in small groups. There's more connection than you get in a big association, those kinds of things. And so, getting to talk to people like Jim in this group today and just all the different businesses that are here, we're all similar but different. We all, whether you're larger, smaller, we do all focus on the day-to-day in the weeds work a lot of times, and we don't have the time to step back. Scott Bowie, our CEO, is here with me today at the event, and we're always working on next week's problem, the end of the year problem, and we don't work as much on what do we do the next year or two to get us to where we want to be in year 3, 4, 5. And so getting us up above the weeds, kind of thinking more long-term strategy is a big part of why we want to be here.
Well, kudos to you for investing the time and, obviously the investment in working with EGS to really.
Well, Dave's sales pitch is really good. So
plot your outcome.
He says he doesn't want to, make the sales pitch, but he's pretty good at it.
Yeah,
Well,
you know what's really cool? I only have 4 clients now because
all the
our little
coaches.
firm has 20, right?
20
He
coaches?
has 2 companies. We have 20 in our team now, yeah.
Wow. Good for you, buddy.
His company is 2 of our clients, and he's 1. So these guys are actually 3/4 of my work.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
you're welcome.
It's so good.
I know.
Man, I wouldn't
If
sacrifice
you
it for
hated
anything.
me, we wouldn't be included in that,
You know
right?
so much better than
I
that,
know.
dude. Come on.
So let's just go through a little bit of maybe the curriculum, what you do if someone is out there listening and they're like, yeah, I really should plan out my next year. Tell us a little bit of what that's like.
In an effort for me not to be salesy, Paul, what I will do is I will ask Jim to say what we do on a financial basis because we do fractional CFO for you.
We do.
And I do operations and finance coaching for Zach.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
So he's not a CFO client
Got it.
because he has a full-time CFO. And so I'd love for you guys to say what we do for you instead of me saying, hey, this is what I do. I think
Perfect.
that's more
That's
important
great.
than what my salesy
I will
pitch.
tell. I've said this many times, and I will say that manufacturers are typically not finance people, right? We know how to make shit. We know how to do things. We know how to do things with our hands. We're really visual people, but when it comes to finance, we just we're not those people. So I think engaging with EBITDA, EGS is just adding another tool to our tool cart, right? And that's what really was so important because you're opening our eyes a little bit more on an area that that we're not really focused on, laser focused on. Yeah, I mean, when we were a small company, a mom and pop shop for all those years, I knew how to look at the P&L. I knew how to look at a finance every month, all of the monthly finances. But as we grew, we needed more outside help, and that really was the impetus in hiring you. And I think Ryan needed that support as well.
How do you like dealing with Sam? Like, if you need something, hey Sam, can you take care of this?
Yeah, she's awesome. I mean, they're handling all of our accounts payables, and they're entering them in and telling us where to go and what to do and who's complaining but yeah, it's great. It's refreshing.
Yep. And then we were able to we were on a call the other week, and Bernadette had pulled together a slide deck and, hey, this is what's happened over time. This is this trend. Hey, why do you think that is? And you're like, in my gut, I felt like that was happening. And this gives me the data, right? And now you have months and months of data showing you trends. You know what? I felt that.
Yeah.
And
the numbers don't lie.
And so
the numbers don't lie.
It's helpful because you're out there selling and Ryan's out there making, right? And the team's just hustling. And it's like, okay, we have a really good review. And I love that.
I mean, I wouldn't be
doing
with
that
you
call
for 3.5 years if we didn't like you and didn't that there was a value, right?
Oh, there's an option to leave?
Yeah, there is an option.
Oh, he didn't put that in the clause?
I didn't. I thought
the
this was like a
contract?
permanent thing.
All right.
I hope it's a permanent thing. That'd be great.
All right. Tell me what you think of the Cheerwine Old Fashioned.
It looks good.
If you're listening from a different part of the country and don't know what Cheerwine is,
I think you're supposed to hold it up to your microphone for like the ASMR stuff.
Get a
So
little
they can hear
slurp.
you slurp it.
That's good.
You got to be
It's sort of
honest.
like-
Is it actually good, or
Yes, it's
if
very
this is
good.
like TV good?
No, it's
You
good.
can have a sip.
Okay, no, I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
good. I joke that I'm sober. I drink. I just don't drink a lot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I joke with people, I'm sober, but they think it's because I had a problem. I never had a problem. I just don't drink a whole lot.
You got a problem. It's just not
Yeah.
drinking.
I think I'm allergic to it,
Lots of
honestly.
problem.
But
It's kind of like
it's got to be a margarita for
It's
me.
a
I
little
don't
bit
know.
like cherry Dr. Pepper and cherry.
It's good, man.
It's
All
different.
I know
Could
is
be
it's good. And
It's tasty.
that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
my kind of drink.
Only order 1 or 2.
2 or 3 more of these. This could be the most interesting episode
of all time.
in the history.
And day 2 is going to be very interesting too.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, it's starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I'm joking 10 like we drank too much. We got to push it back.
Breakfast is 8. Of course, we
Yeah.
feed everybody.
He's
Breakfast
not used to
8.
my humor
And
yet.
then we have
Got it.
He thinks he's a comedian. Actually, he could be. And
It's a fallback plan.
it's a fallback
Comedian
plan.
and photographer. You got lots of fallback plans.
Cometographer.
Some people like burn the boats, right? Like, this is all I'm going to do. I'm working on backup plan C, D, and E.
He, Jim, is
Zach.
Gen 2, which is
Three.
actually Gen 3 of his business.
Okay.
And there are big moves happening at Overton in the next few months.
Let's hope so. Not wrapped up yet,
I'm not gonna
quite
probe
yet,
any further.
but,
No
but
further, but
yeah,
Zach,
hopefully sooner than later.
I believe in Zach.
Good for you.
in a
Yeah,
big way.
thank you.
In a big
That's
way.
that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a really big deal.
Is that a segue?
Well,
like family transitions are happening all around the country in thousands of shops. Whether you have a second or third or fourth generation coming in, or they're going to sell the business and back to the double your value, right? Whether you actually plan to sell it to a third party or build a business that's more resilient and in a better position for that next generation to take on. Maybe just speak to a little bit about the why behind what you do.
Well, I mean, families want to do the right thing by their children or their heirs, whoever their heirs are. And so Mike and I touch a lot of deals and we help people sell. We come from a background. We understand what's happening in the market. So we do a lot of succession planning for people. And that's kind of how I met Zach. He talked to me. We were friends at the NTMA events, and he was actually a hard sale. It took me a while. And
those are some of the best ones.
Got to play hard to get.
It was good
in all
And
areas.
he did. But I sat down with Zach and his dad and his uncles, and I said, "This is the plan. This is where the business is going, and this is what probably should be done." And we laid out.
Wow, there's a train track nearby, apparently.
My goodness.
That's good.
This
I
is
don't know
fun.
where that
That's
train
close.
is,
I
but
love
it's
it.
close.
It's
It's
exciting.
Hopefully that's not like impending doom of what
I
we're
got
getting ready to
chills.
talk about.
It's right there. That was a short train.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
I love
Yeah.
I love it. Choo choo. All righty. All right.
Just take another drink real quick while we're waiting.
So I met with Zach's whole family, and we spent a whole day, kind of
2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily wailing and gnashing of teeth, but it was setting expectations.
Sure.
And because some people had realistic expectations and some people just need to learn more. We went through that process 2 years ago,
Probably
two
more
and a
like
half?
3 years ago.
almost
Yeah.
3 years
It's
ago.
been a journey.
And so out of that, Zach was running one of their divisions in his previous role. And he's like, "Hey, I want to hire you for coaching in that role."
Mm-hmm.
And what does that look like for you?
Yeah, so we hired Dave to do operations and finance calls. So we meet once a month for each version, essentially. We'll have a call, and operations, it kind of self-explanatory. We do the operations work. We talk about what issues we may be having. We track some metrics, and it's just an ongoing evolution of what we need in the business at the time. And it's, he takes a look at our business from a different perspective.
Yeah.
And, I think that's where we've built a lot of information that he's given us into our systems. And, well, you might think about this, you might think about that. We recently stood up kind of a new stamping segment of our business. And, we were getting drop-in orders all the time, left and right. And we were complaining about it, but we weren't doing anything about it. And so, some of the things he does is come to you and say, "Quit beating your head against a wall. This is what you should do. Or have you thought about doing this? Here's a solution to the problem. Quit talking about it and let's find a solution." And, we put together a solution, and, within 3 to 6 months, that issue was pretty much gone. And, we're moving
Nice.
on to the next thing. And that's
Fantastic.
where I think the value is built in some of the calls we have.
I love it.
All right, shop owners, listen up here. I think all of us know we are in one of the most capital intensive businesses there is, and margins are tight, and we're always fighting issues. And then when we make money, what do we do with it? Stock market's up and down all over the place. Well, I get asked a lot about where can I invest my money? I'm a firm believer, as business owners, you've got to invest in yourself first. You need to reinvest capital into yourself. So the number one thing that I've done in this industry in investing was ProShop ERP. We've been using ProShop since 2018, and my payback literally was within weeks. With their per user based pricing, I knew when I made the decision, I only needed to save my workers roughly 1 hour per month. We saw within the first week we were saving multiple hours per day. That type of ROI just doesn't come along very often. Outside of that, the real value has been able to quickly implement best practices across my entire shop from the time we get an order to the time we ship it, scaling my business with confidence, being able to go out and know that I can deliver on my promise to deliver quality parts to my customer, and then gaining insights into every job, employee, machine, and every process in our business to really drive efficiency and look for opportunities for improvement. That's where the real value in your business drives. So visit ProShopERP.com, book a demo, and start realizing ROI today. That's ProShopERP.com.
Well, that was some good, authentic social proof, as I brought up today in one of the sessions. But let's talk about planning. If someone listening is like, because this will come out in a few weeks, they're like, okay, I want to take my 2026 more seriously, more intentionally. How do I plan for that?
Well, we'll start out with quoting J.C. Penney. I quoted him the other day. Show me a store clerk with a goal, and I'll show you an unstoppable man. Show me a man without a goal, and I'll show you a store clerk.
Ooh,
J.C. Penney said that.
Interesting.
good
And,
quote.
He said that the other day.
No, he said that in the beginning.
Oh, I was going to say.
Right.
I
I read it the other day. I read it the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
I thought
talking.
he's got to be way dead.
I was talking to JC the other day.
Okay.
Anyway,
not the OG.
so anyway, Jim, come on, bro. So I think the goal is to pull people together and plan.
Okay. Yep.
Have them think about, how am I marketing? How am I creating awareness in my business? I have specific customers I really want to get into. How do I get them to know that I'm around?
Yep.
And then once I get them there and I get a couple leads, how do I harvest those leads in sales? Make sure I turn those quotes around. Then once I have that, okay, I have that, but how much of that do I do? So I have a financial plan that says, this is how much I'm planning to sell this month. Hey, sales team, this is what you need to go get. That way it's not willy-nilly. This kind of work, this amount of that kind of work, go get it, make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the finance plan, you lay out, these are all my expenses last year. As a percent of that, what do you think we'll do next year? And these are targets. These are top-line targets. And if you hit this percentage, like we talk about, you want to have 50% gross margin. You want to have 30% OPEX. You want to have 20% net profit, right? And as you lay out all the things, when you come, you basically send your finances over to us. We build a model, and you punch in basically almost like a program, a tab program where you pop it in and off you go. And you put, hey, I want to grow 20 or 30%, and it moves all your numbers over and says, okay, this is what that is.
That sounds like an Excel workbook.
Yes, it's
all
an
right.
Excel workbook.
Nice.
It is, but I'm trying
High tech here, yeah.
Anyway.
We don't need high-tech tools to get big
I
outcomes.
haven't programmed in a long time. Macro.
Macros.
It's like a
Visual
macro.
basic
You put a couple
macros.
macros and it spits everything out, right? In an Excel workbook, Paul. And
Kelsey was building Visual Basic macros in 2000.
Yes.
we hit
Kelsey's
the limits,
awesome.
and that's why we decided to build some software.
So then you look at this and say, does it make sense? Can I do it?
Yeah.
Right? And then say, okay, with that, this is what my operation needs to be. This is my scrap. My internal and external quality. This is my productivity, efficiency, yada, yada. And you build an operations plan. At the end of that, the most important part's your people. You got to build a management plan. How am I going to train my managers? How am I going to train my people? How am I going to keep my staff engaged? Hey, by the way, what's happening in a world today with employees, and how am I going to get around that? Because it's not easy. And so we discuss all those things. And when you walk out in the first couple of days, you have a plan. These couple of days, this is the first year we ever did a master's class.
Mm-hmm.
You did a what? Oh, master's class. Yeah.
Where we're talking about real scenarios.
Sure.
How are we going to do this? How are we going to accomplish it? But we still have the 5 veins: marketing, sales, finance, operations, and management. And how are we going to deal with that? So we just work together through these 2 days, and you walk away with, how am I going to fine tune this? Because if you've done the first one before, you have the booklet, you can put your plan together, and you can build something. But how do you fine tune it? So we have some really cool speakers and all that fun stuff. I really enjoy it, but I mean, Mike and I absolutely love what we do. And so we love this event.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing about our event is when we talk to somebody 2 or 3 months down the road and said, hey, this is what we decided to do, and this is what we're doing. And it's like, yes, Yes, they actually did. It's not on the shelf. They actually do something with it.
But a lot of times those shop owners just need both some wise guidance and then just a kick in the pants to just like get out of the daily grind and focus on some more strategic initiatives and just do it and then hold their hand through that process.
Tomorrow, have you seen that Honda commercial where the poem goes down one way and then it goes up the other way? Have you seen that yet?
What?
It's a poem. Or as Mike would say, a poem.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He was struggling with that word today.
He's
Once
an
he
English
spelled
major.
it, I'm like, he said it all freaking wrong.
I thought lawyers were supposed to be good with words.
Anyway, he's a lawyer and an English major. It was poem is one of those things my mom would say. You know, he's a 17th century English guy.
Don't make fun of him.
He's
your partner.
He's the smart one, dude. You kidding me? I'm not.
You know what?
I take every chance I get.
I
but
know.
I love the guy. But anyway,
You're practical.
Tomorrow we're going to go through a poem, and it's going to go backwards, and it's
Okay.
going to show you something that's really cool. Really cool.
Fun.
And you talk about this later, but I'm telling you, it's something that sometimes as a shop owner, you hang your head because it's so damn hard. It's not easy being a shop owner.
It's
You're
the hardest
dealing with
business in the
payment
world.
terms.
No freaking.
You're dealing with employees.
Oh.
You're dealing with material and vendors. And sometimes it's really hard. And sometimes,
Not always.
I thought this was supposed to be easy.
no, yeah, you're signed up for
That's
it, buddy.
what the sellers are telling me. It's easy.
But sometimes shop owners just need an arm around their shoulder saying it's going to be okay. You can do this.
Yeah.
You're going to have a bad day. You got to stay positive. We started out today by saying, glass half empty. No, stay positive. It's our job to stay positive. Don't let it get to you because it isn't going to be when it's hard. It's always hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so we try to, it's a mixture of, we got business planning, this, that, and the other, but it's also a mixture of encouragement. That's why you come.
Yeah.
Because these people are the cause of so many things, so many great things in our country. And how do you
Bedrock of our
encourage
entire
them?
economy.
Right.
Sometimes our monthly meetings do turn into 75%
Counseling.
work, 25% therapy. So
Yeah.
it does help, though.
That's
And
why I only have
sometimes
4.
90% therapy, probably. Yeah.
Try
Yeah.
to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I love you had Mike Hirsch talk this morning.
Yes.
And that was great. And he said it's not about glass half full or half empty. It's that the glass is refillable. And I've never heard that. I love that quote. And the importance of, eating right, keeping your mind right, investing in yourself, always learning, always growing, keeping that positive mindset is good.
It was
Good
interesting
stuff.
because Mike Hirsch grew his business exponentially and he did very well.
Yeah.
He didn't focus on that at all.
It just
He
happened organically, right?
It
He
was the
focused
result.
on all the standards he set and the behaviors he had that caused that result.
Yeah.
It wasn't about, hey, I grew 20% this year, 30% this year. I grew 20x, right? Because that's
Right.
So
honestly,
he didn't really realize what he was doing. It just happened organically.
he built a system that would provide growth.
We
was-
talked a lot
he-
about
he-
culture.
Culture and fostered that. And he knew if he built that, the business would take off, and it did.
He worked on the
Well, he was an
fundamentals.
early adopter of culture
I think
before
he's-
people were before it was a buzzword.
He's a perfect example of you treat your employees as number one priority. They treat your customers as their number one priority. And it's
It's a winning formula.
it's a snowball effect.
It was Mike's first client, I think, 1999. Mike Watkins.
Mike Watkins, yeah. Yeah, that was a cool story to hear. They met each other at church and they became part of a group. And
Yep.
And I had Peter Doyle on Machine Shop Mastery, and that was an awesome episode.
Peter's a stud.
And we also had him on the MBA series for MakingChips recently. So I gave Mike one of my Machine Shop Mastery cards, and I'm like, I want to have you on the show too. And
That's
that would be a cool moment.
Recruiting trip.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. Well, you always got to be looking for inspirational people to bring to the audience. So
Right.
He's worth having.
Yeah. Well, fantastic. So I think that sets this table for if someone wants to plan their year, what you outlined there. Hopefully, if you didn't catch it all, rewind and play it again and jot down those notes.
Yep.
Jim, you have been on an incredible journey the last few years from that mom and pop shop that your dad started and that you took over.
That's true.
And you're dealing with different issues and much bigger company things than you ever probably even thought you might face.
Never thought we'd be at this level. No.
Yeah. Maybe just share a little bit of some of the outcomes of, working with these guys and the things you've, learned through that process. both at these events and just, and the coaching you've gotten?
Well, years ago when we were just a small mom and pop shop, and I measured the success of the business when there was a little extra money in the checking account. That's how I knew we were doing well.
Many owners do that.
I mean, oh, we're up, we're good. We must be profitable, but that doesn't work when you multiply your revenue times 3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah.
So you need people that are smart and engaged and genuine to be part of your business. It's truly is taking on an employee, and that employee has to have the same cultural fit as we do. And you have to trust, I think, is a big thing, because when you open up your financials to somebody on the outside, it's like running through the street naked, right?
Yeah.
All the sins come out, right? You know what I mean?
Zach knows all about
I
that.
promise it doesn't
What's
look
that?
as bad as it
Zach
sounds.
is all about that?
Zach knows all about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he go run
It
naked
does
through
not
the
sound
street?
as bad
Okay.
as it
Last
looks,
I saw in
promise.
Indianapolis.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Thanks. But no, I think that you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You have to surround yourself with people that are willing to help you genuinely, and you have to take a chance. You have to take a leap of faith sometimes. When the customer says, I've got $5 million worth of work coming for you, and you have to say, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to be sustainable with the machines and workforce I have now, and I have to go out and invest. I mean, it's a big risk.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to keep it fluid, and you have to keep it going. So, and not only does EBITDA help us on the financial side, but Dave helps us on as a business coach. And let me tell you, not every business is, it's not all champagne and flowers, right? We all struggle. We all struggle with different issues at different times. And I think it's good to have an external person there to kind of cry on their shoulder and help us solve problems that we're in on the day to day. So yeah, that's how it's been for us. It's been a great ride. We are after 53 years in business, we've never been at this level before ever, and it's refreshing, it's exciting, it's great, but it's not easy at all.
It's the hardest business in the world.
It's not easy. And we're having significant growing pains. I mean, we'll get through it, but it's just like life. That's what life is all about. You get hit in the face with crap, and you just wipe it off and you keep going. That's what it's all about.
So I got to say something.
What are you going to say?
You had the courage to tell some customers, no, I'm not doing one part anymore. And tell some customers, hey, I need something big. And you made a change a couple years ago that changed your company. That was, sure, I might have been something whispering in your ear, but you guys are the one that did that.
Well, we had an opportunity to say that.
You did, but you looked
But we
at
seized
everything
that opportunity.
and said, I'm not going to be doing that kind of stuff anymore because it's too painful. I need to go do this.
Right.
And you found what you're good at, and you focused on that, and you went all in, and that changed your company to such a good thing. And that takes guts, serious guts.
Yeah.
And so kudos to you for that.
Thanks. We'll see what he does in 2 or 3 years,
Dude,
but
as of right now,
I'm
it's
smiling.
pretty good. It's
But
pretty good.
it might be painful in 2 or 3 years. We might be searching for that new work, that new customer, that new entity. But we'll see.
You got the right behaviors.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
It's always good to have that contingency plan. But
Yeah, absolutely.
Really do the right things and
Yeah.
plan for it. When you were talking about pushing yourself, I was just, because I've listened to it so many times, the beginning of your show, Jimmy, you got to push yourself, and I always do.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the truth.
How do you feel
He
like
used-
your dad would, if he was looking down, as he probably is?
Right now,
Yeah. How would you?
on our growth and our success.
Yeah. What would you think?
I don't think he could believe it, but I don't think he wanted that. You know what I mean? I don't think my dad, people have aspirations in life, and I think the old generation was satisfied with just being, what kind of lifestyle is that called? I did a show once on
Lifestyle
a
business?
lifestyle business. That's all they were concerned about was just living a lifestyle, making ends meet,
Get their 2
Yeah,
vacations.
feeding-
comfortable.
Yeah,
Nice car.
nice car, take a couple vacations per year, got a low mortgage payment. It's not a problem. But I wanted more than that, and I aspired to be a little bit more than that. And then Ryan aspires to be even more than that, I think. But and that's where we're headed. So we'll just figure it out as we go. And it's good to surround yourself with good people like Dave and Mike and Bernadette and Samantha, and we just keep trucking, right?
Yeah.
But manufacturing is not easy. I've been in this industry for over 4 decades. I've seen a lot of change. I just hope that it falls in the right area. You know what I mean? I see the labor shortage and everything else. So
I'm seeing something in Zach's business as well as he's stepping into more and more leadership. And what's been neat is Zach's leveraging marketing. In the last few years, you've really leaned into marketing heavily.
Yeah.
And been very successful with getting some pretty big leads coming across on his website, which has been pretty, and you've led that charge with your team when your team's done a fantastic job. And that and measuring and holding people accountable and holding people to a standard. And also, he's one of the few people that have pushed back in the automotive industry and had some really good wins.
Yeah, no, trying to put ourselves in a position where we have a choice to say, hey, this doesn't work on our side. We need to be able to reinvest in people, reinvest in our processes, and we're not going to go out of business slowly just to make you money. So that's part of the challenge I talked about earlier.
Nugget right there, folks.
That Dave's helped us with is like, it doesn't have to be this way. Even though he might not be from our meetings today very pro automotive and at times, it's a business you can make money in, but it is hard.
That's right.
It's difficult, and
you have to be tight.
You have to be willing to have some uncomfortable conversations, and we did, and it worked out for us. So I think it's shown us that if you can have some of those conversations in a professional manner, most people on the other side are going to understand. You can't lose money long term. You can't be their bank if they're $1 billion company. I think most of the people on the other side understand it, and it worked for us.
I understand it, Zach.
Yeah, it worked for us, and is it going to work every time? I guess we're going to find out. But
and it's also pretty cool to hear Zach has 3 personalities to deal with. Scott,
not me
CEO.
Personally.
Yeah, not you personally.
Yeah,
so
not tripolar.
Scott, your CEO is fantastic, and let me tell you, that guy can squeeze Lincoln and he gets blood out of a turnip. But
yes, he does.
But you dealing with your dad and a couple uncles, and trying to get decisions moved across the transom with your company, and you're navigating that. That's got to be fun.
Well, we talked earlier about, Dave and I worked on succession planning 3 years ago.
Planning trains coming down the road.
This is ironic that earlier we were talking about, I think, succession and the train came. I don't know if I'm getting ran over by this train or what. It heard I was talking about it and it came back.
It backed up.
Yeah, backed right up over us. But yeah, it's been a 3-year process, and it's difficult. It's difficult enough probably with one owner trying to navigate that, having 3 equal owners, that are no longer active in the business day to day. I think that's a big part of why Dave's played a big role with us. And with me personally is I didn't have that prior generation there day to day as I'm stepping into different roles. And so having someone that you don't see around the dinner table every, week or month is definitely a big benefit to me, being able to kind of have that discussion of, is this the right choice? Is this the way we should go? What do you think about this? What's your history on that? And, it's been a very helpful relationship for us so far.
Awesome. I think this is an official invitation to Machine Shop Mastery, because we need to go deeper in some of those topics.
Okay.
People need to hear what you are doing
to
have so much success in that area.
Paul, these guys, they'll tell you, these guys are like family to me.
Yeah,
I
know.
love what we do. And I'd throw work out of it. Just being able to come and grab a meal with Jim in Chicago and stop by Zach's house and just hang out with him. He has a theater room like no tomorrow that I aspire to have one day. These guys make my job, what I do, is something I absolutely love. I mean, I consider these guys family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been working together for years now, and there are times we talk business, there are times we talk personal, but we care so
Sure.
deeply about these guys' success, much more than our success. And it's really, really cool that
You talk about your success a little bit.
a little
bit. You
Uh,
go there.
Well, I think we're responsible for some of his success.
I
so
think
you
so
guys,
too.
You guys are
promote.
wholly
maybe
responsible.
a
You guys,
pinch.
you guys, and one damn llama.
Yeah.
But no, you guys are. It's fantastic, and the fact that you, Paul, when we were starting 6 years ago, last Friday was our 6th anniversary. And the year
You've been
after
dating that long?
me and Mike,
You and Paul. Oh, okay.
The year
Yeah.
after,
Yeah.
Paul said, and Paul was listening to Mike and I speak, and he said, "Your brand promise and your mission statement is exactly how I think about the industry. How can I support you?" And that was really cool. So this industry is big, but it's small.
It is small. Yeah.
And
It's getting smaller for sure.
Yeah. I'm very fortunate to be a part of it.
You are.
Very fortunate to be a part of it.
Lucky guy.
Lucky, very lucky, very lucky.
Paul, tell me about your trip to Italy.
I went there with the NTMA and we got to tour SMW Auto Block, 2 different facilities. Absolutely blew me away. World class, enormous places. I can't even count how many machines there were, but so much automation. One of the most incredible takeaways for me was the breadth of what they made. I did not know they made so many work holding products and automation products. And I loved watching a big chuck machine a little chuck. So they were machining chucks in huge lathes. I thought that was super fun.
Yeah, you introduced them to me after you came back, and they've been to my shop. And the ideas they have to like breathe new life into some of my machines and the tools and the jobs that we're running was just shocking.
And then one of the coolest things is we're bringing this new automated pallet delivery system, the Hennig workflow, to market. And guess what the interface is? It's SMW 0-point locators. It's really sweet.
We're getting ready to get some of those.
So how do people find SMW Autoblock to look through that massive catalog of products?
It's smwautoblock.com.
Yeah, get rid of that C. SMW Autoblock, BLOK.com.
Well, guys, this has been an absolute blast. I am glad we logistically figured it out and we're here at this event. And thanks to both of you.
What's better than having a
appreciate it.
podcast while we're drinking?
Yeah.
Right?
I just hope the train isn't an omen. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
So you've done this 100 more times than me. So
Oh, don't make me say it. No. I'm not going to say it. No.
I want to
might
see
do it all by myself.
I wanna
but
see
if
it.
you want to chime in
In
you're
person.
welcome to. So if you do not intentionally plan your business about how you're going to overcome your challenges, get rid of all the firefighting so you can actually cut chips more often. Because if you're not making chips,
You're not making money.
bam.